Everybody's quiet this morning. Well, so wanted to, as we have done pretty much every week since we've started, we're having another AMA today to show a little more of some of the development that's been done on the game. So the first week, it was about the spaceships. The second week, it was about the planet. The second AMA, it was about the planet, Kepler 22, and Style of Land. And today, Frey is going to be showing us, I believe, how the modular buildings and things of that nature are going to work inside the game, building on your land and those types of things. And so it's going to be, hopefully, it's going to be pretty exciting to see, and yet another aspect of gameplay that is being added and expanding what we've already done. So let's see if Frey is ready yet. He may need another minute or two, but what's that?
Yeah, just a little bit more. There's some stuff that I'm still opening.
All right, no worries. Well, I think everybody has seen that for the last couple of days, the market is looking much better, which we're all very happy about. Just hoping that it holds up and isn't some kind of a false candle. But it's expected that the bull run that Bitcoin would start to recover, and the bull run would begin sometime either in February or at the latest beginning of March. So hopefully we're there. We're constantly keeping an eye on the market and how it's doing. And once it's stabilized and recovered more, then we're going to accelerate our marketing plans and continue on promoting the project more as people are more willing to invest and be freer with their investment funds. So excited about that. Even through the down market, we've been continuing to have a rising floor, which is an uncommon thing for projects for the last couple of weeks. There were a couple of days during the week last week that we were one of the very few green projects in BSC. So thanks to our community for spreading the word and all our diamond holders and helping us continue to raise the floor and get people interested. So just actually looking at the market right now, see what it's doing. Let's see. Bitcoin almost at 43,000. Nice. BNB at 432. Excellent. Well, I guess before Frey jumps in and shows us what he's going to be delivering to us today, does anybody have any questions regarding anything, any of our promotions, or any questions about the NFT parcel giveaway? Any questions just in general from the previous AMAs or weeks?
Could you do a little update or of these promotions and such? I haven't been really looking at the chat. I've been with normal life and couldn't spend much time for my crypto portfolio.
Yeah, sure. So we have continued to do PooCoin ads and occasionally go back and touch base with our call groups that we've used in the past, because several of them have agreed to update us. We've been offered several AMAs and some very good groups that I'm excited about. We just have been kind of waiting to actually make those schedules until the market was a little better. We'll most likely be having a text AMA either tomorrow or Wednesday. Back in the crypto gold group, they have invited us to come back because they had so many members interested and they missed the first AMA. So they want to have a text AMA. So we're excited about that to be able to go back in there and be invited back in there to do a second AMA. So those are the things. We've also, we've done some trending on CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap in the background. That's helped, create some slow but yet consistent volume, just to kind of help keep the chart moving. Of course, we're all shilling, but we've been kind of saving our marketing dollars, we've been watching, and when CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko, get listed for new coins and they only run for 15 minutes or 20 minutes at the most, and they only go up, 60,000 to maybe 100, 150,000 market cap. If the big hitters in BSC marketing bingo aren't doing anything, then we don't want to waste dollars, having influencers tweet out when people aren't willing to spend money. So as the market stabilizes and we get hopefully several days, like 4 to 5 days, where we're holding above 42,000, and we've really broken through the resistance and have established hopefully a new floor for Bitcoin, then we're going to be ramping up marketing more, and that will be Twitter influencers. We're already talking to Twitch streamers and YouTube gamers, gaming YouTubers that cover gaming and reviews. So we've got a lot of things lined up, just kind of waiting to pull the trigger on. So we're also doing, we're also looking at doing ads on YouTube. We've been doing ads on Facebook. So we've got a lot of different avenues that we're approaching it from. We've been learning from things in the past in the past few weeks to even months in BSC is that right now marketing is so saturated inside of the BSC traditional influencers that it's so much is being posted that at times it's not beneficial to actually use them. So we're trying to wait until it's a better market to actually start pulling the trigger on those types of things. But we are continuing to advertise, and we'll continue to do that. And as I said, the market improves and stabilizes, we'll ramp that up some more. We're going to be doing scheduling more AMAs, because that's one of the best ways to get the word out. Every AMA we've done, in external groups has been very effective, been great feedback, and so we're going to continue to do that and get the word out. And of course, it's not going to be long until Q2 is here and the alpha release is coming out. And as we discussed last week, we're still planning to release a demo before the alpha so that people can have a little fun, with the basic concepts and ideas of the game, and getting to experience it. And yet again, another step in the proof, to build the community's trust that we are delivering what we say we are. So hope that it kind of answers your question. We're just at this point, the game is continuing to be developed in the background. We're continuing to market in smart and effective ways, saving our budget, and just ready for the game to be here and ready for the market to be stable. So I hope that answered your question, Blaster.
You, man.
I appreciate that. That's we try really hard to do what we say and say what we do, and so far we've been able to do that, and we continue to believe that we're not going to have any problem doing that. So but we can only do it with the community, and we're very grateful for the awesome community that we do have. So let's see here. Let me check with see if Ray is ready. All right, looks like Frey is ready, so gonna pass the mic and the video and all the controls over to him. And all right, Frey, take us home. Run with it. Show us what we got going on. Frey, you there?
Yeah, I'm still just putting the screen on.
No worries, no worries. All right.
Good. What I'm going to show you before, I think we have shown some of the buildings on planet, and also this time I'm going to show several things that we are building for the place in orbit. So it's gonna be like above the planet in orbit. So it's kind of like a space station thing, but the aim is for the user to be able to build like custom build some structures on the orbit.
Nice.
So this is where they'll be able to make custom modules for the additions to the space station.
Yeah. Actually, it's going to be fully modular, so it will have sections. I'll show you the individual sections later. For now, this is the complete the ones that we built for the demo.
Mhm.
Nice. So what we're seeing here is actually going to be in the demo. That looks amazing.
Okay, I need to switch the windows a little bit. This is showing up okay?
Nice. I love this.
Yeah, it's showing up. It's showing up good. Yep. So again, just so for historical purposes, and anybody watching or listening to this AMA now or later on, as you can see, that is one of our 3D alien races that has been generated and coded. The first AMA where we showed you gameplay, or even in the trailer where you see it's just a white, like a white humanized mannequin. This is now, the character that one of the 3 races that we have in the game, which the community named. It's Starry, and it's just so cool to see our character, actually running around in the game.
Yeah. It's getting real.
Yep.
This is place is on it's gonna be in orbit, so not only you will be for the first for the first planet, not only you will be able to build on the planet, but we also plan that you can build up, like on the on
Ships.
in orbit.
Yeah.
On the space
So
station or the spaceport.
yeah, so all the things that you see is here, like the walls and everything is modular. I'll show you later, but this is all modular. So meaning you can create like you can create your own place, your own station, like how do you want it shaped and everything. Right, so that's the outside, and the color change is intentional, just to show uh, you that you can actually pick the colors that you want. Also, this will be one out of many sets. So for the beginning, we only we are trying to like we are basically trying to play catch up. There is a lot of things to do. So whether we while on the first iteration of the game, we'll release maybe a few sets, like a few sets of building blocks that you can use. But then we can always add more. Like we can always add more over time, both for the ones uh, in space and the one on surface. Actually, I think I need to. It's better for me to switch the screen a little bit for now. Because if I click end video chat, then this chat will end, right?
Yeah, that should be good.
Okay, wait. Okay. Okay, that's better. You don't. Otherwise, it's showing the all the screens underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the planet out there, and that's the little bit of
That's
the
Kepler.
ship.
That's Kepler. So that's Kepler 22 right there.
Yeah,
Nice.
we are basically we're for the first for this first planet we're going to create the levels, because on the planet there will be 30, I think 36 or 34 levels, each for the holder of the NFT, and also the same space out here we also will create like 36, 34 places as well. There will be one like the one that is not controlled by everyone, so it's going to be world controlled, and there's going to be another station there, and that the purpose of that other station would be just to provide like places for trade and everything.
Kind of like a neutral zone where everybody can meet and trade.
So basically, you're gonna have like a place where everybody could meet and do stuff, and then there is of course your own space as well.
Now, in regards to the size of like, so for there's also going to be 34 space parcels, for the spaceport or space dock. Um, is there a rough estimate of like, how many modular spaces you can, or buildings or structures you can have inside of, in that?
A lot really, because we haven't decided on the space level yet, but it's going to be huge because the scale, like it'll probably big enough, for everyone to have like their own piece of property or a place. Because the thing that we want, a few things that we want for the space station is it has several functions. So it's like one function would be just normal, like just a space for you to like park and get into and do stuff. The other would be for production and storing and storage. Also for when you are doing space mining and for instance, when you are mining at an asteroid instead of on the surface, then your ship have to go back to your station to kind of do the deposit. Like basically, you have to store it there, and then you can either trade it or use it to build another things. So we're still working on
Nice.
the system. I think the system that we're going to do is quite simple. Like we're going to place these these consoles where you can interact with with games and with other people. Also, although it is possible for when it is launched, it will be possible for other people to, like, you basically you can have other player playing in the same level, because we are going to treat this as a game level instead of a standalone thing. Well,
Nice.
what I mean is, if you decide that you can that you allow other people to get in, then other people can get in as well. I'm going. I'm going to load another level just to show you the parts that we are doing for now.
And I think when Frey is saying level, he's actually referring to parcel or space. The actual, like, what you can do with the space that you would have, like the parcel of space that you would own and could add on to.
All right. Okay. It's showing up. Okay, so this is basically the parts that we're going to have in the set, and this is only the first set, which is the space station set. I can't show you the character interacting, like actually building this set yet, because that is still being coded. Hopefully in the coming couple of weeks, we're gonna have more updates on the several modules that we have, because we're going to have a building module. There's going to be a space building module, and then there is going to be a surface building module, which what you do when you are building on the surface for the gameplay itself. There is the mining module, which is how the gameplay for the mining will be. And then there's of course the trade and traveling and all that. That is all being developed right now. I mean the coding part. But for the art, like all this, the art is pretty much done for now. For this first set, I mean, we're still going to add some elements to it, but we will do it. We will prioritize over the coding over the design after this. And for this, you can see the like the module that we're going to have. So what it's going to be is it's going to be halfway between like something like a Fortnite type kind of thing, where you can, you start by building, parts. Like you can put the walls together, and then you can put the floors like this together, and then it's going to be structured something like playing a Lego kind of thing, where we basically have, okay, we have this set of space station, and then you can build with all the sets in here, and then of course when the time comes, we'll produce several other sets which then you can build with, which will look different, so to speak. Okay. So far, does anyone have a question?
Well, I'm asking another question here, Frey. So in this module that you're in right now, is there, and I know you said that a lot of things are still the code is still being written. Uh, can you demonstrate or show or just speak to how how the process would go of once you like building, like you said, building the walls, or once the module is built, are you able to change things inside? And maybe again, that may not be fully coded yet. Just curious.
Yeah. Well, I think the best example would be, I think, something like it's not going to be like Minecraft. So it's going to be, I think it's going to be more closer to Fortnite.
Okay, understood. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. Um, have references, but I think
Yeah, no, it's like I wasn't per se expecting that would be something you would be able to show right this moment, but never hurts to ask.
yeah, that part is a bit it's still being worked on, because the basically the a lot of the assets is done, like the art department pretty much delivers nicely, and then now it's the programmer's turn to put it together. So it's well, like it will be much more like a Fortnite kind of thing. It's instead of Minecraft. That's gameplay wise speaking. It's This is that too bad I can't really show you the actual building sequence yet.
Right, but I mean that's coming, and that's that's exciting because um, the fact that you can see Kepler 22 out the window, and the fact that you can even in the the limited you know just I won't say limited, but the just initial release of the buildings, like showing how you can change the color of the walls and the lighting and that kind of stuff. It's really cool. Can't wait to build my spaceport.
There is another. I'm gonna show you some of the ones that are on surface right now. But I think you probably remember it from the last time, because this one is the
Were you going to try and load one other thing, Bray?
yeah. I'm
Get it
gonna
up.
load another building,
Awesome.
another step that we have.
Yeah, Don, you said this is for the surface. I'm excited to see these two. So I saw in chat that somebody mentioned something about we should take footage from all the all the AMAs and that we've done with these game updates, and take footage and put together like a video package so that we can show it to other AMA groups that we do AMAs in. So something along those lines. We are actually working on creating professional level commercials, that video commercials that so we can run them with targeted ads on YouTube and other social media platforms. So something like that is already being worked on, and to show the progress of the game development, as well as the functionality of the game from all the progress that we've made so far. So appreciate the feedback. Definitely on that already, and having that worked on.
And also the Twitter Spaces thing, bro.
Yeah, we're looking at the Twitter space. Like that's something that I wasn't super familiar with. I think I'd heard the term a couple of times, but I hadn't really looked into it. So it's been investigating that as well. We're always open to ideas and avenues of ways to market. We're not just staying inside the crypto space. We're doing targeted ads on Facebook. We're doing targeted ads. We're going to be doing targeted ads on YouTube. TikTok. We still have KuCoin ads running. We still so we're doing traditional crypto marketing, but we're also doing more what would be considered traditional social media marketing, as they've opened up the avenues on those platforms for us. I'm gonna stop talking now because it looks like Fred's got the world loaded here.
Okay, so this is the first set for the moon. So on the solar system, on the very first solar system that we have, we'll have a couple of planets, and we'll have a couple of moons as well. So this one is for the one that we use on the moon. Still,
It's awesome, man.
yeah, it looks good. And those thing you see on the left behind me, on the left side, that's actually like an explorer type vehicle. I'm going to show you some concepts later, because it has to do with production and some other stuff. It seems the one on the Telegram is a bit choppy. It's probably my connection. Or okay, so for the ones on the planet or on the moon, we're going to have the same as before. We're going to have the capability for using vehicles, and basically what it does is it's going to help you when you are when you are exploring and mining. That's the thing. Also, the this moon base will also function for your like a production center build where you can build and manufacture stuff. We will separate some things. So it's some types of ships will be buildable on the surface, and some will not. And like you're gonna there are some types that you will have to build in orbit. So to speak. And this set is by far I like it. So
It looks amazing. Yeah, it's like so. This is one of the moons that's going to be in the game, and that's that looks amazing.
yeah, I'll show you the pieces of it as well. Yeah, like I hate it why Telegram sometimes always closes down Windows and then you just have to open a new one again. But so this will be the available asset for the building. So when we build, then of course we were able to build, like, there will be these railings and floors and walls as well, and doors, of course, a bunch of other stuff like pipes. There's some furniture, domes. There's some things like a satellite kind of thing. I'll show you the working the concept that we are working about the building. Basically, it's like it will be like this where everything will be put in their sets that you can choose to build. Like you can just choose to place uh, stuff like exterior and interior for it. And about the landscape will be different. So like when we say we are going to put 34 uh, parcels on one planet, then all of them will be different. Like they will not be, they will not look the same with one another. The same with the ones on the moon. Like the landscape itself will be different, but then you're going to have these options where for the building that you can build, and for 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 the demo, for the text demo that we are working on, then this will be the set that we want to give to players, so the ones that they can build for the very first time. Okay. So far, does anyone want to ask anything? Uh, no. Well, then we'll continue to the other.
I don't know. I'm still I'm having trouble talking because my jaw's on the floor. I'm just so excited. It looks amazing. And getting to see how it's all going to work and the different aspects we're going to have is really cool.
Cool. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I don't have any
So
questions to ask. I just want to play the game.
yes. So um, the concept, me too. Like there's a lot of floating concept about the building stage right now. Basically, there's a lot of examples that we can pick on. Like I mean I like I like the ones in the like where you can basically choose the shape of the layout of the stuff that you want to build. The ones that the team is working on is this part, which is the building construction references and examples. Um, there over here, there's the basic tree, so it's going to be a little bit like a text tree, but instead of a text tree, we because uh, we don't really play like an Age of Empire kind of thing where you have several ages, several types. Basically, we want the entire metaverse to be in the same time frame. So instead of a tech tree, we will just have some sort of a recipe kind of thing where to build this and you need this much iron. To build that you need some irons and some copper and that kind of thing. Uh, so basically, you can build. There is no research, so to speak, but there is some time we call it time control uh, aspects of it, so that when you place no, so for instance, like when you place a building or a part of a building, it will take maybe 10 seconds or 1 minute for it to complete, and so on and so forth. And we will make the what do you call it, the sets, the modules, which is basically a lot of floors and walls and roofs and stairs, that kind of thing. In one hand, we want people to have a lot of choices, but on the other hand, we don't want it to be way too complicated. So we are also preparing like a backpack mode, where basically you can have. This is from another survival game that I'm just putting here as a concept. It will be close to this, but not quite like this, because this one is more. This one is a little bit. This is like a zombie survival kind of thing. So basically, you can you can choose like floors or walls, and you can place the modules, and then they will just stick together. And if you don't like it, then you can just decide to dismantle it and then build it over. That kind of thing. And for the planet and the moon, this is fine. This is like this works. We just figuring out the design for the user interface right now, and we can show that for the next AMA. For the one in space, though, we're still figuring out how do we want it, because like on the planet, then everything is a lot easier, because the building will stick on the ground, but then on space you have this three-dimensional space. You can go forward, backward, up, down, left, right. So we want to limit that, and to make it easier. So our aim is like in our concept, it will be, like I said, it will be a little bit like Fortnite, but a little bit like Lego as well. So
And to be clear, a little bit like Lego as far as the construction of it, the in place as opposed to looking Lego-ish.
no, it will not look like Lego. It will look
This
like the one.
This is not Legoland.
And also it's about all the pieces snapping up together. So you have freedom in how big or how complex you want to build things, and but it will be also, we will also make sure that it like it snaps in place, that kind of thing, so it doesn't really it doesn't really mess up the whole thing that you. Yeah.
So a variety of options with simple execution as far as putting everything in place.
All right.
Frey, will the land, the surface modules for the moons be able to be the same size, of course, or will the size of the actual buildings or the parcels vary from size of the planet to, say, a moon, or is it, as far as each parcel is only it's, let's say only, it's still large as 4 square kilometers, so that's even on a small moon, that I guess we could, it's all about the same space. But I didn't know if the buildings on the moons or versus the surface of planets would be would have any difference. Maybe I'll rephrase that. Like it should be. So, will the modular building choices on the surface be different for planets versus moons? Will they be, the options will be the same?
Yeah, it will be different. It will be different. Like
Okay.
the space on the moon will be a little bit smaller. I think it will be about like 3 kilometers plus, but it's still big in terms of game world. Like if you put the character to walk from one side to the other, it will still take you a good like 10 minutes of walking. So it will still be huge. I think
Right.
my connection is acting up. Sorry if I sound. I might sound choppy.
You seem your voice is coming through pretty good.
Yeah. Does anyone have some more question?
Were you going to show us any more anything else game wise, or is your connection? I mean, you've shown us quite a bit. I didn't know if you had more planned to show us, like, or
Hello.
hello.
Yeah, I think
Oh, there it is. All right.
for this week, yeah, for this week, this is what we already done for it. The ones that we are building.
Right.
So
That's awesome.
we already have a lot of the materials, like the materials in place, and the coding is still going on, and then hopefully I really wish that I could show you the ones that are being the ones that already being put into action, so to speak, because right now
Well,
uh, this one is still I mean this alien guy is still lonely right here. Right? There's still no other people.
well, no, I mean, but I think from what I can't emphasize enough just how impressive it is, the amount of progress that is being made from week to week. First AMA, was gameplay footage in the ships, and the 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 mannequin moving and functioning to our second AMA with the talking about the planet and the surface and the environments, and actual gameplay footage with our 3D alien in it, our Astari in it, and then now a week later you're showing us the modular buildings and the talking about the space docks and spaceports, and how we're going to be able to be showing us and demonstrating how we'll be able to have different modular buildings on the surfaces of the moons and the planets. And so like I don't know about everybody else, but the speed at which this is being done, and the quality is even more mind-blowing than what my expectations were. So does anybody else have any questions or feedback or?
Hey, Wen, Kevin.
Yeah.
Frey, do we have other species?
Yes, we actually
I'm excited to
for
see other
the
species like cute animals. You know.
yeah we actually have three, but for the purpose of the demo later. We're only going to use two of them because we're going
Okay.
to use the Astari and the human. Because for the human part, we want customization. So the looks and the face, gender, every skin color, everything. The same for the Astari, except it probably wouldn't feel like the human ones.
Oh,
So yeah, so we are the same customization for the like the bodies and everything. And then regarding clothing, that it will come at a later date. So of course there's
awesome.
going to be more clothing. Yeah. The thing that we are working on about the race is that how what kind of buffs and what kind of nerf that we are going to give them. Like for instance, the current model that we have would have like something like a 3 to 5% advantages and disadvantages on several aspects. So for example, the Astari would have like 3% better rate in mining work, but then the human will have 3% better rate in like combat and something like that. So we're still working on the balance. Doing it with 3 is a lot easier than doing it with 2
Okay.
for some reason. Yeah, it's like paper scissors thing. So yeah, we will have 3, but then for the first demo that we are going to launch, we are only going to put in 2.
Okay. I also mean the the extra species, the small ones like pets, something like that.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
like
Yeah, like
the animals and the beast species that will be on the planets, and
yeah,
I guess
that's what I mean.
more of the ecology. Like what do you have? Will you be able to show, or will there be
Yeah,
any of
ecology.
the ecology and the animals and that on the planet and in the demos and such.
Dinosaurs, dragons, something.
yes, we will have the we have the concept. We will try to put it in the way that it is relevant. So we want to have this what do you call it, like a pet system. So basically, it's true that you can own pets, so that it will be it's actually a whole game. Well, it's not a whole game, but it's a whole mini game in itself, so to speak. So basically, when you have pets, then what can we do with it? Well, you can raise one. You can hopefully you can breed one with the other, and then you can get some randomized properties out of it. So the more we talk about it, the more it's like an how do you call it? It's like an NFT based thing for the pet as well.
Right.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah.
so it's very exciting for the like breeding and like for instance, we thought about, like, let's say you have something that is blue and something that is green, red, and then you cross it, and then you came out with something that have patterns, that sort of thing.
Yeah, because I mean we have some extra missions, right? In the
Yeah.
game concept,
Yes.
is something to kill monsters, something like that.
Yes. For that we can even have a separate world in a sense that for instance, you have your own planet and you have this moon, and this will be the one that is NFT based. so you own it. But there can be like another planet where we put missions on it. So like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, we have stories, and then you need to go there with your friends and do stuff. That kind of
Okay,
thing.
awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
Any other questions? Those are great questions, Kev. Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks.
All right. Well, I'm going to give one last opportunity here for any more questions. And if we don't have any more, then we'll just kind of wrap it up. Glad everybody was able to join today. And of course, we're recording, and we're going to repost this as soon as we get it recorded, or as soon as we finish, and we'll get it posted up. Any more questions, anyone? All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining. Thank you for all your diamond hand support and spreading the word, and continuing to place trust in the team, and going to continue to deliver week after week. And it's not going to be long before we'll all be looking back and going, where was that $300,000 market cap? Oh, that's way down there. So appreciate everybody, and thank you guys for all your support. And we're going to go now and keep trucking in the background. So spread the word and let everybody know, and show them these AMAs. And we're going to keep doing our thing. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.